going on, guys? I have a product review. No, I'm not in my normal setting. I'm on my futon. I'm like, as I call it, my couch. It's really a futon, but it serves its purpose. I'm talking to you tonight about the Amazon Firestick, the hacked version or jailbroken version. Now, the reason you want the jailbroken version, which is loaded with an app called Kodi or Kodi or Kodi or whatever the hell it is, I think it's Kodi, is this app gives you access to any TV show, any movie that you can imagine. There's no monthly fees. It's only like $68 on eBay. And I'm going to show you how to work it. It's easy as hell. I'm going to have a link down in the description of where to get it. I'm going to post the exact one that I bought. Pardon me. I got to have a beer, guys. Come on. So, I'm going to turn the camera around and I'm going to show you the main screen of the Firestick. Alright, let me get my camera adjusted here. I don't have a capture card, so you got to bear with me. Alright, we're now on the main screen of the Firestick. Now notice the little blue icon that has K on it. I'm going to zoom in on it right there. That's the Kodi app. To access it, we're going to go to, I had mine added to my home screen. So what you want to do to get it, when you first plug it in, it's going to look like that. But it won't have the app right here for Kodi. Alright? So what you want to do is you want to go down to, apps. Sometimes it's a little slow, but it depends on your whatever TV. So this is my app library. As you can see, I got Netflix, all this other crap, but we want to get to Kodi. Now, as you can see, where it's the little heart thing shows it's a favorite. You can add to favorites, remove from favorites, you know, whatever. Obviously, I'm not going to remove it or uninstall it because it's my main app. Now, I actually have an Amazon account, so I do have some stuff that's actually, I guess, legit. This is legal, by the way. It's not anything illegal, as far as I know. But you want to add that to your main screen. And when you go to your main screen, hush up door, you're going to scroll over to Kodi, and you're just going to open it. Now, the main interface of Kodi is about to pop up. You get this little logo that says Pulse. It's all normal stuff. Then it says Kodi. And then it goes to this. Now this is the apps that I use. I've only messed with 2 apps for TV shows and movies. Now the one I use is called Exodus. It's in the lower left of the screen right there. And you'll get notifications like this to different changes to some of the hacked programs you got. You ain't really got to worry about none of that. But what we want to look for is TV shows for right now. So we're going to go to Exodus. Okay. Now you have a menu here. You got genres. You can search by people, highest rated. But let's just say you have that obscure show, right? One of my favorite shows when I was growing up was called Get Smart. If you guys that grew up in the 60s, you know all about this show. It was the show with Don Adams, he and Barbara Feldon. They were secret agents. It was what's that guy's name? Mel Brooks. You know, of course, if Mel Brooks is involved, it's got to be friggin' hilarious. So we're going to type in Get Smart. And we're going to go to Done. And now the app's going to search for any shows that match those keywords. And of course, Get Smart pops right up right there. You know, you got even the new series that came on. I think it was like Fox for like a week. You know, had Andy Dick in it. It wasn't that great. But let's just say we want to watch the season. Let's say season 2, episode 4. Let's make it really not even or whatever, you know, not just obvious. So as you notice on the right, it shows that's actually what the DVD sets look like. That's the covers. They all look, I actually own these sets. So let's say season 2, I said episode 4, right? So season 2, episode 4. It even gives you the title of the episode and the length. So we're going to click on that. The Only Way to Die is episode 4. And what this is doing is loading all the providers, all the servers that are hosting this particular video. And it's analyzing which one is the best, which one has the best, whatever, you know, best quality picture. So, looks like PrimeWire has the best one. So let's see if this will load. You do get some that they don't work, or they're like been blocked or whatever, so you got plenty to choose from. Let's just go with the first one. Once you click on it, give it a second, it'll say it'll show this for a split second, and in the bottom right it should say working with a little thing circling around. There it goes, and it should start the show. There it goes. And when you pause it, it gives you the plot of the episode, of whatever episode you're watching. So, let's go back to the show.
Christopher.
Ah, Stromberg. How was your flight?
Excellent.
Coffee to start with, sir?
Please.
Okay, we've confirmed that the TV shows work. But you guys maybe want to watch the movies. Let's see what we can do about that. Let's get all the way back to the main screen of Kodi. And we're going to tab up and go to movies. Now I use the same program, but the movie app for movies, for X's. Yeah, I use the X's movie app for movies. Anyway, now at the very top, you see the most popular ones. I just watched Captain America the other day. I didn't really care for it, but I watched it. But let's go into Exodus again. Now we're going to search for movies. What's a good movie we should look for? I know. Some of my sword buddies might want to watch Highlander. That's kind of a rare one to find. At least on, you know, things like this. So we're going to type in Highlander. And it's going to search. And it has all the movies up there. Highlander, Highlander Endgame, Highland Park, whatever that is. And then it has the other sequels. You got the Final Dimension or the Sorcerer. You got that awful one called The Source. Then you have the anime, which is pretty good. But let's just watch the original. Let's see what it looks like. See how well it plays. And that's loading up all the providers. Now let's see. Putt Locker, GB videos in HD. Okay, some of these aren't working apparently. Looks like it found one maybe. Okay, found one. Found one that's working. This looks kind of weird. Huh. Oh, I was like, what the hell is that? I don't remember that from the original movie. Let's see if it plays.
From the dawn of time we came, moving silently down through the centuries.
Ladies and gentlemen, the one, the only, the Sean Connery.
Struggling to reach the times of gathering, when the few who remain will battle to the last. No one has ever known.
And we gotta hear the theme song. Come on, guys, it's Queen.
Until now.
Come on. There we go. let's just skip ahead a little bit. Pretty badass, huh? Let's just look. Okay, let's try a more popular, hard to find show. Let's try Game of Thrones. Can the amazing Firestick play Game of Thrones? I don't know, but I mean I know because I've already watched it, but you guys may be wondering. And once I do this, I'll wrap it up. And you ain't gotta put the whole title in there. You can just put well, shit. Game. And then we can just type in Thrones. I could probably just put that and it would find it, but let's just be a little bit more thorough. It's doing its thing. And what do you know, Game of Thrones. I'm still on season 1, so I really don't want to skip ahead, but it has all the seasons on there, as you can see. 6, 5, you know, all of them. So let's just play a clip from season 1, one of the middle episodes, so I don't get spoiled, because I do want to watch this eventually. I just got done watching Criminal Minds. Cripples, Bastards, and Broken Things. Sounds like a Jerry Springer episode. And I'm just being an ass. Loading up the providers. And let's go to I always try to get the first one to play because it usually has the best quality. And there we go. Running at 720p. And let's just skip ahead to the actual show. Looks pretty damn clear. Oh look, it's Aquaman. Alright guys, I think I've proven my point. I'm going to turn the camera back toward me so you guys can see my beautiful face. Zoom back. Oh, wrong way. And let me just adjust it a little bit. So yeah, that's it. Firestick. The best $68 you will ever spend as far as anything dealing with movies and television shows. I'm a huge TV buff, guys. I love movies and I love television. I'm not much of a party guy. You know, I enjoy beer. Spend a lot of time at work, and when I come home, the last thing I want to do is just deal with people. But I love TV and I love movies. So if you have a Wi-Fi connection and you have an HD TV, all you need is Wi-Fi, a spare or open HDMI port, and a little outlet, because it does have to plug into the wall because it's running so much. It has to have that extra bit of juice. So there's no monthly fees. I'm making no money off of this. These guys aren't like, you know, sending me a commission. I'm just sharing what I know and what I learned. I was made aware of this about a year ago, but I didn't know what it was. I was trying to find the latest episode of The Walking Dead, and it wasn't even the one where Negan hit somebody in the head with a bat. We still don't know who it is, but it's probably Glenn. Anywho, but someone said in one of the comments on something, I guess it was on Pirate Bay or somewhere, and he's like, I don't have to wait for it to be downloaded on Pirate Bay or wait for someone to upload it. I just wait for it to be loaded on my Fire Stick. And I was like, what the hell is a Fire Stick? And I went on to Amazon and I looked it up, and I was like, okay, so he must have some kind of special channel on here that he pays for. And then a couple of weeks ago, before I went to Atlanta, if you guys are on Facebook, you probably know a guy named Amory or Amiri King. He was selling something loaded with Kodi called the Infinity Box, I believe is what it was called. He wanted like $100 for it. And I was like, there's got to be a cheaper version. And I was like, you know what? Maybe the Firestick that guy was talking about was jailbroken or hacked or whatever, and it had that app on there. So I go on to eBay. Sure enough, there's a ton of them, guys. So what you're looking for is you're looking for Amazon Firestick jailbroken with the Kodi app. It will open up your world as far as movies and television. I cannot recommend this thing enough. Now, it doesn't have 4K. A lot of stuff, you know, it only goes to 720. Some of the older TV shows like Get Smart was running at 480. But Deadpool is in 1080p. Batman vs. Superman is in 1080p. But I don't think we want to watch that again. But anyway, the point is, some of the newer movies, you know, the ones that have been released on Blu-ray, look at Game of Thrones. It's running at 720p. Looks amazing on this. And it's free. You buy it, you pay one fee to just buy the actual stick, and you can do this forever, or until it's shut down. But as of right now, it works great. Yeah, that's all you have to do. Just do what I did in the first of the video. Add Kodi to your favorites, or if you want to go to that menu every time, you don't have to have it on your favorites. It's just, you know, my preference. You can save the shows. Like, say you're a big fan of Big Bang Theory. I love that show. I added it to my favorites, so I ain't got to type it in every time. I can just go to my favorites and look it up. And if you have all these accounts, like if you have Netflix and Twitch and Pandora, and I'm assuming it's probably got Vudu on there, Disney Channel, you can access everything, you know, even your real accounts through this. Now me, I have a 4K television, so all my stuff, at least Netflix, I do through the app that's made into the TV, because when you do it through like the Fire Stick, it won't go all the way to 4K. And not every show is in 4K on Netflix. Breaking Bad's in 4K. It looks amazing. But that show is also on here, I'm assuming. I haven't looked it up, but it's got to be. Game of Thrones is on there. Everything else is on there. And every time, say you're at work, okay, and Walking Dead comes on, the new episode. I know I'm going to probably be at work when the new episode of Walking Dead comes on, and you know, when you get home, it's already been aired. Alright, so if you DVR'd it, then you're going to have commercials, unless you got some kind of special thing that cuts the commercials out. I don't know. I've never used a DVR. I really don't care to. But you'd have to have cable. You'd have to have a DVR. You'd have to go in there and make sure it's set to record. Now, what if you could just come home, click a button, navigate to The Walking Dead, same way as you would on Netflix, and the new episode is already there. It's already nice and neat in the listing. All you have to do is just click a button, and you're watching the new episode, commercial free. It even beats going home and downloading it, because this way you're streaming it. So it's just something to think about, guys. If you're a big geek like me and you love movies and television, then I cannot recommend this thing any higher. As far as the way it looks like an ordinary flash drive. I'm not going to take my camera around my TV, but this is what it looks like. And this is the remote. It's simple. But you know what's really cool? My Vizio remote works with it. That's right. The thing is behind your television, guys. So you're not using like a line of sight communication. It interacts with your smart TV or your HD TV. So you can, in theory, at least on mine, I can use my remote, my Vizio, my full QWERTY keyboard remote here to control the app once I get it loaded into it. So, just something to think about. I hope this helps you guys expand your TV and movie experience. I know a lot of people, they can't afford cable. They don't want to fill with commercials. Date nights for you guys that have girlfriends and whatever, you know, you can't afford Netflix, or you don't want Netflix or something. I mean, depending on the kind of girlfriend you got, she would absolutely love the fact that you got access to every single movie. Hasn't really worked too well for me. I'm still single. But I'm just saying, it would help you guys a lot. You know, date nights, just help with your binge watching. If you're at work and your favorite show comes on and you can't watch it live. And also it has access to live television on some, show on channels that support it. Which I don't know, I've never done it. Also a lot of pay-per-views. If you're a big fan of wrestling, it's gonna be on there. Not live, I don't think. No. But as soon as it drops, as soon as it's available, it'll be on the Firestick. Alright guys, you guys have a great one. I gotta go. I'm spending tomorrow with my mother, taking her to Atlanta. It's her birthday. So yeah, I'm gonna give her a ride in the Camaro, take her out to dinner at the Cheesecake Factory, show her kind of where I've been hanging out in Atlanta for the last few weeks, and just spend some time with my mom. I owe her that. So you guys have a great one. Peace and saying my name, and happy viewing. We'll see you next time.